All right, we continue to bring you regular updates on the situation across the country, and that is after the Azimio One Kenya coalition announced that there would be 3 days of protests beginning Wednesday. This is day 2. Now, for the latest, we're joining our team on the ground. We begin with Duncan Haemba. Duncan, we had been led to believe that at 3 p.m., the Azimio leaders, together with their supporters, would gather at the Central Park. What is the situation?
Olive, it turns out that was just a cat and mouse game. The reason being, the place where we are standing, this is the only entrance to the Central Park. But from the look of things, when we arrived here, we were the first news crew to arrive here, and there was no chance that any of the supporters will be making their way here because the security apparatus were already on the ground and they had already cordoned off. We have talked to some of the leaders in Azimio, and they are saying it was just a decoy or a prank, because they are saying they are not foolish enough to hand themselves into the hands of the police. So they just made that statement apparently to throw, I think, to throw a spin into the works to keep the security apparatus. As you can see, the construction work is still going on. We have witnessed a number of military officers driving in and out, because this park, just like Uhuru Park and the Uhuru Gardens, was under the military, and when they were doing the rehabilitation. This is the only one that is yet to be opened or handed over to the public for use. Therefore, whatever has been going on, of course, very little that you can say the public gaining access for almost 3-4 years now. And we've seen a truck that was even blocked from getting in until it came under the escort of two military officers. That is when they were allowed in. The security team here, they were on the ground much earlier. And as I said, even if Azimio leaders would have made their way here, the chances of getting in are slim. The other way, on Processional Road, the anti-riot police have already pitched tent. Here along Nyerere Road, of course, the entrance here is it has been cordoned off. And there are various sections of security officers are driving in and out in various Land Cruisers. They are in huge numbers. When we were coming to Central Park, after they made the announcement, at Globe Cinema roundabout, we also had a big contingent of security officers. Therefore, this is just to tell you, even if they would have wanted to make an attempt to get into the Central Park, it would have been an uphill task. So as it stands, we understand they just made that statement. We've talked to 2 of the leaders, and they've said they just made that statement to keep the security apparatus busy, because they knew that they would not be coming here. Therefore, that is the situation. Hivyo ndivyo mambo yako hapa kwa ground, Olive.
All right, turns out there's no need, at least at this point, for the helmet I saw you wearing earlier and the bulletproof vest, but it's good to have your safety gear within reach always. Thank you for that update, Duncan Haemba. He says this could have been a decoy on account of the arrest of Azimio leaders, including Babu Owino, and we're told he is now at the Milimani Law Court, together with the ex-Mugiki leader, Maina Njenga, and Sydney Chazima has that update for us. Sydney, have you laid eyes on Babu Owino? I see there's some activity behind you there.
Well, Olive, we are yet to lay our eyes on Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino, whom we are told is at one of the holding cells here at the Milimani Law Courts, waiting for his file to get ready so that he can be presented here at Court 3, where the police are seeking to detain him further as they conclude investigations. We are being told that perhaps the MP is going to be charged with unlawful assembly. We are not sure where this unlawful assembly was happening from, but remember, the MP was arrested on the eve of the planned 3-day protest. That is on Tuesday evening at the JKI airport, where he was arrested. Later to resurface at Wanguru police station, where he was held and then later transferred to Nairobi area, where he later now here is here at the Milimani Law Courts. So we are currently here just awaiting to see what will probably transpire. Remember, the file has to be produced before 5 p.m. when the courts will officially come to a close. If that doesn't happen, then the Embakasi East MP will continue being held here until that time comes. So we are seeing it's a number of supporters here, probably of the MP, and we are seeing some court officials here moving up and down just in anticipation of what is going to happen here with regards to the arrest of Embakasi East MP Babu Owino. And just outside Milimani Law Courts, we are also able to see some police vehicles just parked outside with police awaiting in case of any clashes that might arise between the supporters of the MP who are here in numbers to anticipate what happens to the MP. So far, that's what we are gathering, that the MP is here at one of the holding cells, just awaiting for his file to be produced so that he can be availed before the judge here at Court 3 at Milimani Law Courts. Unless you have another question, Olive.
No other question. I do want us to cross over to Parliament's precincts, the media center to be specific. Kenya Kwanza members of Parliament issuing a press statement.
To thank the police for doing a fantastic job across the country. 99.9% of the country is calm. Normal working conditions across the country, except a few pockets that we have seen for the yesterday. While we empathize and sympathize with Kenyans who have lost their lives, unfortunately, yesterday, I have had people making assertions that there are extrajudicial killings happening by the police. That is misleading the public. We are aware there are criminals who are infiltrated the demonstrations by Azimio One Kenya Alliance. As colleagues, senators, we have indicated that the police are doing very well. They continue to protect lives and property of each and every Kenyan. And therefore, they use force where necessary, especially when their lives is in danger. There are many structures that are in place.
All right, we will have a comprehensive report filed by our very own Ibrahim Karanja, who is covering that particular event, and that follows a press briefing that was issued by Azimio members of Parliament earlier, led by the Minority Leader Opiyo Wandayi. We did get an update on Babu Owino's situation. I just want to give you an update on the other legislator who's been arrested, and that is the Kilifi South Member of Parliament and his Chonga, as together with the Assembly Speaker, that is the Kilifi Speaker Mwambire, to be held at the Shimo Latewa pending bail verdict tomorrow. So there will be a bail verdict tomorrow. At the moment, they are being held at Shimo Latewa. Azimio had moved to court to demand to know the whereabouts of those who were taken into custody yesterday. So we continue to keep an eye on the events as they develop, and we continue to bring you regular updates as they do so. My name is Olive Burrows. Keep it NTV.